The secret she couldn't speak. She was young, beautiful, and exceptionally intelligent, a final-year university student in Nigeria, admired not just for her looks but for her calm nature and sharp mind. She believed in kindness, honesty, and staying focused on her dreams. In school, she became close friends with two sisters who were her course mates. They sat together in lectures, studied together, laughed together, and shared dreams of graduating and building successful lives. Their friendship grew naturally, without suspicion. One weekend, the sisters introduced her to their elder sister, a married woman. She was warm, soft-spoken, and graceful. Her home looked peaceful, her marriage appeared stable, and her husband seemed like a responsible man. Nothing felt out of place, until everything began to fall apart. One evening, the youngest sister came to her room, trembling. Her eyes were swollen from crying. "I need to tell you something. Please don't judge me," she whispered. Then the words came out. She was pregnant. The father of the baby was her elder sister's husband. The world stopped. Her heart raced. Her mind froze. She felt sick, shocked, and confused, yet she stayed calm on the outside. She didn't shout. She didn't judge. She simply listened, trying to process what she had just heard. But before she could even begin to understand it, the other sister came. She sat down slowly, tears rolling down her face. "I'm pregnant too," she said. And then came the final blow. It's the same man. Her elder sister's husband. At that moment, she felt numb, shocked, dumbfounded, speechless. Two sisters, one man, their sister's husband. Her mind could not comprehend how such betrayal could exist within one family. She barely slept that night, her heart heavy with a secret she never asked to carry. Days later, the unexpected happened. The elder sister called her. "Please come over. I need to talk to you." When she arrived, the woman broke down in tears. "I think my husband is cheating," she cried. "He hides to take calls now. He speaks in low tones. He's always distracted. I can feel it. Something is wrong." As she watched the woman cry, her heart shattered. She knew the truth. She knew everything. But how could she speak? How could she tell a woman that the people destroying her marriage were her own sisters? She sat there, silent, conflicted, torn between truth and destruction. That day, she learned a painful lesson. Sometimes, knowing the truth is heavier than carrying a lie, and sometimes, silence is not peace, it is a burden. After that day, nothing felt normal again. She returned to campus, but her mind was no longer in school. Lectures continued. Assignments piled up. Friends laughed. Life moved on, but she carried a secret that weighed heavier than any textbook. Every time she saw the two sisters, guilt stabbed her heart. They laughed freely, walked confidently, and spoke of the future, yet each carried a life growing inside her, born from betrayal. At night, she battled her thoughts. Should I tell the truth? That night, she cried harder than she ever had in her life. Days later, rumors started spreading on campus. Whispers, side glances, judging eyes. People began to notice the sisters changing bodies. One by one, the truth began pushing its way to the surface. The youngest sister panicked. "If my sister finds out, she will die," she cried. "Please. Help me. Tell her I traveled. Tell her anything." The other sister was different, cold, defensive, unapologetic. "He's a man," she said. "If she can't satisfy him, is that my fault?" Those words made her realize something terrifying. Not everyone feels guilt for wrongdoing. Then the unthinkable happened. The elder sister showed up unexpectedly at the university. She saw the signs, the swollen stomach, the avoided eye contact, the fear in their faces. Her world collapsed in seconds. She didn't scream. She didn't faint. She didn't fight. She simply turned and walked away. That silence was louder than any argument. Later that night, the husband was exposed, caught, confronted, unable to deny the truth any longer. The house that once felt peaceful became a battlefield of tears, curses, and shattered trust. And in the middle of it all stood her, the girl who knew before everyone else. She was blamed. "Why didn't you tell me? Why did you keep quiet? Were you part of it too?" No one asked how heavy the truth had been on her heart. No one asked how long she had suffered in silence. In the end, she learned a painful lesson. Staying silent doesn't always protect people. Sometimes, it only delays the pain. And sometimes, being a good person still makes you the villain in someone else's story. When truth finally speaks, the house was no longer a home. Silence filled the rooms where laughter once lived. The elder sister packed her bags quietly, her eyes swollen, her heart shattered beyond repair. She did not shout. She did not curse, she simply left. The husband begged, he knelt, he cried, but betrayal has a sound, and once you hear it, you never forget it. She moved back to her parents' house, carrying shame she did not deserve and pain she never invited. For weeks, she refused to see anyone. Even her sisters were locked out of her life. To her, they were no longer family, they were strangers bound by blood but separated by betrayal. The pregnancies could not be hidden anymore. The youngest sister lost hers due to stress and complications. She cried endlessly, haunted by guilt and fear. The other carried hers to term. But life has a way of demanding payment for wrongdoing. The man disappeared. Calls went unanswered, messages unread, promises broken. He left behind responsibility, shame, and a child he refused to claim. The family was thrown into disgrace. Whispers followed them everywhere: church, market, school. Meanwhile, the girl, the one who carried the truth before anyone else, walked away quietly. She focused on her studies. She graduated with honors. She chose peace over chaos. People misunderstood her silence. Some judged her, some blamed her. But she knew her heart. Years later, she received a message. The elder sister had rebuilt her life. She started a business. She adopted a baby girl. She found joy again. And most importantly, she found strength. The sisters went their separate ways, burdened by regret and broken trust. Family ties were forever changed. One evening, as the girl sat alone, she reflected on everything she had witnessed. She learned that blood does not always mean loyalty. Silence can protect you, but it can also wound others. Character is revealed when temptation meets opportunity. She smiled softly. Please like, share and subscribe.